A.J. Brown, the Eagles are clearly in a state of transition. This front office is not afraid to make the tough decisions required to keep the team at the top of the conference. It is a lot to process, and the landscape is shifting daily. We want to hear from you. Do you think the team is making the right moves to contend this year? And where do you stand on the potential trade talk? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more coverage. A.J. Brown. While the move provided the Philadelphia Eagles with necessary financial breathing room, analysts and league insiders are now questioning whether this flexibility is intended to facilitate a massive roster shakeup. Reports from Sports Illustrated suggest that the team is navigating a complex landscape where keeping all of their elite offensive talent becomes increasingly difficult under current salary cap constraints. A.J. Brown remains one of the most explosive wide receivers in the league, and his presence is a nightmare for opposing defensive coordinators who must constantly account for his deep ball threat and physicality at the catch point. However, the business side of the NFL is often cold and calculated, and the team must weigh the long-term impact of maintaining such a high-priced roster. A.J. Brown, it would likely be motivated by a desire to acquire multiple high-value draft picks or to clear significant space to address other roster holes. This is purely speculative at this stage, but the intensity of the rumors reflects the high stakes of the offseason. The emotional impact on the fan base if such a trade were to occur would be profound, given his status as a fan favorite and a central pillar of the passing attack. From a strategic viewpoint, any team considering a move for a player of his caliber would need to be prepared to offer a significant haul in return. The Eagles, meanwhile, have a reputation for being aggressive when they feel a strategic shift is necessary to maintain long-term competitiveness. We have seen this franchise make bold decisions in the past, often prioritizing the health of the organization over the sentimentality of keeping individual stars. As the weeks progress, we will be watching closely for any signs of movement or firm denials from the front office. The narrative surrounding this situation is fluid, and it highlights the constant pressure of building a championship contender in a league that demands perfection. The coaching staff would certainly prefer to keep him, as his skill set is nearly impossible to replace. But the reality of the salary cap often dictates otherwise. Fans are understandably anxious about the possibility, but it is important to remember that these rumors are often part of the standard operating procedure for teams with high-priced talent during the offseason. Whether this leads to a trade or simply a restructuring of his current deal, the outcome will define the next chapter of the team's offense. We will keep you updated as more credible information becomes available from our sources inside the facility. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the Eagles' latest roster moves, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more insider updates. Your support helps us keep providing the coverage you deserve. In a move that stabilizes the offensive core, the Philadelphia Eagles confirmed on March 16, 2026, that tight end Dallas Goedert has agreed to terms on a one-year contract extension. This deal is significant for several reasons, primarily because it helps the team manage its immediate salary cap challenges, while ensuring that Jalen Hurts maintains one of his most reliable targets in the passing game. Dallas Goedert has long been a focal point of the offensive scheme, serving as a safety valve over the middle and a consistent red zone threat. His ability to find soft spots in zone coverage remains one of his most underrated assets, and retaining him provides the continuity necessary for sustained offensive success. From a financial standpoint, this agreement reflects the team's ability to balance the books without sacrificing the quality of the starting lineup. By restructuring or extending key veterans, the front office is effectively pushing cap hits into the future, allowing for more immediate maneuverability in the current free agency cycle. This financial flexibility is not merely a bookkeeping exercise. It is a direct reflection of how the organization values internal consistency over risky external acquisitions. Analysts have noted that keeping Dallas Goedert in the fold is essential for the growth of the passing attack, especially as the team integrates new play-calling concepts. The chemistry between him and Jalen Hurts has been developed over several seasons, and that rapport is difficult to replicate with a new arrival. During his tenure, he has proven to be a reliable blocker in the run game as well, which is a non-negotiable trait for any tight end in this offense. Without a reliable player at this position, the entire scheme often struggles to reach its full potential, as the tight end is tasked with creating mismatches against linebackers and safeties. Looking at the broader implications, this extension keeps the offensive identity intact while the front office explores other roster adjustments. The team is clearly betting that his best football is still ahead of him, despite the physical demands of his position. Injuries have occasionally hampered his availability, but his production when healthy is undeniable. For the fans, this provides a sense of security, knowing that one of the most recognizable faces in the locker room will be back to anchor the middle of the field. The contract structure likely includes performance incentives that align with the team's goals, creating a mutually beneficial arrangement. As we move forward, the focus will now shift to how the offensive coordinator utilizes him in a potentially more vertical passing attack. His role is expected to expand, particularly in intermediate routes that force defenses to commit resources away from the perimeter. This extension is a foundational piece of the puzzle that keeps the team competitive while navigating the complexities of the modern salary cap landscape. The Philadelphia Eagles front office is not resting this offseason, and the ripple effects of their latest maneuvers are already being felt throughout the locker room. We have breaking news on a new addition to the defensive front, a critical contract extension that secures a key offensive weapon, and fresh intel on why the rumor mill is spinning around one of the team's biggest stars. These aren't just minor adjustments, these are strategic chess moves that define the direction of the franchise for the upcoming season. Stay tuned as we break down every angle of these evolving situations. The Philadelphia Eagles made a definitive statement on March 16, 2026, officially announcing the acquisition of linebacker Arnold Ebiketie on a one-year deal. This move signals a clear intent from the front office to bolster the pass rush and add dynamic depth to a defensive unit that has been under intense scrutiny. During his introductory press conference, Arnold Ebiketie spoke with confidence about his fit in the current defensive scheme, highlighting his desire to contribute immediately to the team's championship aspirations. From a tactical perspective, this signing provides the coaching staff with a versatile piece who can operate in various sub-packages, particularly on third-down passing situations where getting after the quarterback is paramount. The Eagles have historically prioritized athletic profiles at the linebacker and edge positions, and this addition aligns perfectly with that organizational philosophy. By securing him on a one-year contract, the team maintains flexibility while allowing him to prove his value in a high-stakes environment. Analyzing the current roster construction, it becomes evident that the defensive coordinator needs players who can win one-on-one battles consistently. Arnold Ebiketie brings a specific set of skills, including a quick first step and a relentless motor, which are traits highly valued in this defensive culture. His presence should allow the defensive line to rotate more efficiently, ensuring that key contributors stay fresh throughout the 4 quarters of a grueling NFL season. Fans have been vocal about the need for more pressure, and this move directly addresses those concerns. While a one-year deal is often viewed as a prove-it contract, it also serves as a strategic risk mitigation tool for the front office. If he performs to his potential, he could become a cornerstone of the defense. If not, the team remains protected under the salary cap. The scouting report on him suggests he has the frame and the speed to be a disruptive force in the backfield, provided he continues to develop his technical hand usage. The coaching staff has already begun integrating him into the defensive playbook, and there is a sense of optimism surrounding his ability to adapt quickly to the system. Looking ahead, it will be fascinating to see how his snap counts fluctuate compared to other veteran edge rushers on the roster. This is not just a depth signing, it is a calculated bet on talent that could pay dividends if the scheme optimization goes as planned. The organization clearly believes that his ceiling remains untapped, and providing him with this platform could be the catalyst for a breakout year. As the team prepares for the upcoming organized team activities, all eyes will be on how he acclimates to the intensity of the Philadelphia environment. But that is not the only situation developing right now as the focus shifts to the offense.